Today, we're talking about ways to view student work, grade, and provide feedback in Google Classroom. My name is Rebecca Simons, and welcome to the Educate community. This is the conclusion of our three-part series on Google Classroom. In this video, we're going to cover the different places you can view student work from and the benefits of each, how and where to grade, providing feedback using private comments and the grading tool, and finally, a quick review of how Calendar and Drive are integrated in Google Classroom. Once your students have completed an assignment in Google Classroom, you can access their work from multiple locations. Each access point has different benefits. The first option for accessing work is through the Classwork tab. Begin by clicking on the assignment you'd like to review. This will open up a preview window, which will give you a snapshot of how many assignments have been turned in, still need to be turned in, and how many have been graded. The second option to access work is the Grades tab. Once you're in the Grades tab, click on any assignment title to open up the student work page. You can also open the Grading tool from the Grades tab, which will allow you to see a specific student's work submission. Hover over the grade cell for a student's assignment, click the More menu, then select View Submission. The Grading tool will open in a new window. Your third option is to use To Review. You can access To Review from two different locations, the home page or the main menu. To Review allows you to see submission statistics, just like the Classwork tab, but here you can quickly see these stats for all your assignments at once instead of one assignment at a time. You have the option to view your assignments for all classes, or you can filter by a single class. You can access the student work page from this location, but not the grading tool. To open up the student work page, simply click on an assignment name. To Review is particularly helpful when you're looking for assignments that have been turned in late, but you haven't had a chance to grade yet. Your last viewing option is the People tab. Once you're in the People tab, click on the student whose work you'd like to review. This view is unique because it allows you to look at the assignments associated with that specific student. This view is really useful in one-on-one conversations with the student and/or guardians. In this view, you have the option to filter the student's work by assignment status. Turned in are the assignments that have been submitted but are not graded and returned. Returned shows assignments that have been graded and returned, and missing shows the assignments the student has not turned in and are past the due date. You can open the student work page from here by clicking on an assignment name, then clicking View Details. Or you can head straight to the grading tool by clicking on the assignment name, then clicking on the assignment preview. Now, I've been talking a lot about how to access the student work page and the grading tool. Let's talk a little bit more about what these tools are and what you can do there. The student work page allows you to complete a whole host of activities. You can see a snapshot of assignment statistics, view a thumbnail preview of student work, sort students by work status, enter grades, change the point value of an assignment, and return work. Anytime you enter a grade, you should return the assignment to the student. This notifies the student of their grade and gives them back editing rights to their file. To return an assignment, click the checkbox next to the assignment you want to return, or you can click the checkbox next to Turned In to select all of the turned in assignments. You can also return assignments without assigning them a grade. For example, let's say this student turned in a blank assignment. When I return this assignment without a grade, the grade status will show assigned or missing if the assignment is late. From the student work page, you can also click on the Instructions tab, which will allow you to see any assignment directions. You can also click on the More menu here to edit your assignment details. Finally, from the student work page, you can click on a student's name to leave a private comment about the assignment. The student work page is also the location where you can import scores from a Google form directly into Google Classroom. If you want to import scores from a form into Google Classroom, you'll need to make sure that you only attach a Google form to the assignment. Attaching anything else will prevent the scores from importing. If you don't see an Import Grades button in the upper right corner of your assignment, it means that grade importing has been toggled off. To turn this on, click on Instructions, edit, and toggle on grade importing. You'll now see that Import Grades has appeared. Once you finish scoring your form, click Import Grades. You'll see all of the grades populate on the left. If a student submits a response after your initial import, you'll have to click this button again to bring over any new submissions. The last step is to make sure you return any imported grades. This will release the score to the student and change the assignment status to graded. You can also grade assignments through the grading tool. The grading tool is a one-stop shop for viewing assignments, grading them, and providing feedback. You'll see the assignment name and the student name listed at the top of the window. The drop-down will allow you to sort assignments by student first name, last name, or assignment status. To move between the students, simply click the forward and back arrows. If an assignment required students to submit multiple work files, you can easily switch between files by clicking on the assignment name in the side panel. The side panel is also where you will enter students' grades. Click on the More menu to change the overall point value of the assignment. If you created a rubric for an assignment, it will also appear here. Finally, you can leave private comments to the student. Within the grade tool, you have the option to put the document in suggestion mode. You also have a comment bank to store frequently used comments. I'll go over these features in more detail shortly. Just like on the student work page, you have the option to return work from this location as well. You can return submissions individually, or you can click the drop-down arrow to return multiple submissions at once. The last place you can enter grades is on the Grades tab. To enter a grade here, click in a cell and type in the grade. Work or grade status is color-coded. Red means missing work, green means turned in work or draft grade, and black indicates returned work. This tab will also show class averages for each assignment as well as overall grade averages if this setting has been enabled. To return work from the Grades tab, you'll use the More menus. Return all submissions for an assignment by clicking on the More menu next to the assignment name, or return an individual assignment by clicking the More menu next to a student's grade. As we all know, feedback is a critical part of the learning process. You can provide feedback in Google Classroom through the grading tool or by using private comments. When leaving a private comment, always be sure to double check the student's name before clicking post. In the grading tool, the private comment box is located on the sidebar at the right-hand side. To leave a private comment from the student work page, click on the student's name, and the comment box will appear at the bottom of the screen. The student work page is the only location you can delete private comments from. Even though you can post from the grading tool, you can't delete from there. To delete a comment, click on the More menu for the comment and select Delete. In addition to leaving private comments, you can also leave feedback directly on an assignment through the grading tool. To leave a comment on student work, highlight or select the area you'd like to leave feedback on. Google Classroom now allows you to leave emojis as well as text comments. Once your comment has been added, you can click on the More menu to edit or delete your comment, copy a link to the comment, or add the comment to the comment bank. If you find that you're frequently reusing the same comments, you should add it to the comment bank to save yourself some time. I'm going to do that now. Once my comment has been added to the bank, I have two options for finding and using my saved comments. I can type a hashtag and then one or two words from the comment to help narrow down my search, then click on the comment to insert it. My second option is to open the comment bank, find the comment I want to use, click the More menu, copy to the clipboard, and paste my comment in the comment field. To edit or delete your saved comments, open the comment bank, click on the More menu for an individual comment, and at this point, you have the option to edit or delete. Finally, you can leave feedback directly on the document by placing it in suggestion mode. All edits that you make on the document will become suggestions for the student. When the student goes in to review the document, they can choose either to accept or reject your suggestions. Our last topic is a review of how Calendar and Drive are integrated into Google Classroom. When you post assignments with a due date, it will automatically add the assignment to the class calendar for you and your students. The Calendar button on the main menu and the home page will show you your class calendar. Once the calendar is open, you can filter by class and click on an assignment to go directly to the student work page. The calendar button on the classwork tab will take you to calendar.google.com, showing you your entire Google Calendar, not just class assignments. When you create a Google Classroom, a folder structure will automatically be created for you in Google Drive. You can access your folder anytime from Google Drive or use the shortcuts on the home page or the Classwork tab. Inside the Classroom folder, you'll see a subfolder for each Google Classroom you've created. Inside each class folder, there will be subfolders for each assignment in that class. You'll also find various other files and folders depending on what you've added to your classroom. My advice is do not reorganize these folders. Let Google Classroom manage them for you. Before you leave, I've got 2 bonus tips for you. When you're finished with a class, keep your homepage organized by archiving your old classes. To archive a class, start on the homepage. Click the More menu for the class you want to archive and select Archive. Archiving a class accomplishes the following. 1, it removes the class from your homepage, making your page cleaner and easier to navigate. 2, it freezes the class so no new changes can be made to it. And 3, unlike if you delete your class, it allows you to copy and reuse old posts and assignments from the course. You can also customize the look of your classroom by personalizing the banner and theme colors. To change these elements, click on Customize in the upper right-hand corner of the class banner. You can select from any of Google Classroom's pre-loaded banners, or you can upload a custom banner like I have here. Finally, you can change the theme color for your classroom. You'll see a quick preview of what the color looks like in the background. Thank you so much for being part of the Educate community today. If you liked what you heard, be sure to give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment down below. Also, don't forget to ring the bell and press that subscribe button so you'll be notified each time we post new content. We would also love to connect with you on social media. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. See you soon.